The galaxy had many rules, some ancient, some enforced by fear. But the most whispered, the most universally obeyed, was one the younger species never understood. Never attack Earth. No one really explained why. No one stated a threat. No official treaty existed. Earth had no empire, no fleets patrolling trade lanes, no colonies carved into foreign stars. By all visible metrics, Earth was weak. Local records showed a single inhabited planet, a few outposts, barely functional orbital defenses, and a scatter of outdated ships that other civilizations considered scrap-tier relics. To the Horian Dominion, a war-driven reptilian empire expanding its borders, a world like Earth should have been prey. Easy prey. But the Horian High Command possessed a fatal flaw. They believed rules existed to be broken. They also believed Earth's untouchable status was just a superstition. And superstitions, they thought, should be tested. Beginning the decision to invade. General Scareth of the Dominion stood before a holographic map displaying dozens of star systems conquered in the last decade. Each glowed in red, evidence of Horian strength. The next red should have been Sol. Scouts confirm it, his second-in-command rasped. Earth has no planetary shield, no standing armada, no automated defense grid. Their largest battleship is laughable. The room hissed with cruel amusement. General Scareth flicked his blade-like tongue. Then why, he asked slowly, has no empire claimed it? Fear, someone muttered. Scareth snapped his claws in irritation. Fear without cause is cowardice. I will not let the galaxy's cowardice dictate Dominion expansion. A few officers exchanged anxious glances. Even the Dominion's Intelligence Bureau labeled Earth as Caution Level Omega, an indefinite mystery. Threat unknown. Capabilities unverified. Approach discouraged. But Scareth, hungry for glory, dismissed this as bureaucratic myth-making. We attack in 3 cycles, he declared. Earth will fall quickly. Their world will fuel our rise. The order was set. The human perspective. Meanwhile, on the quiet blue planet none dared invade, humans went about their daily lives, blissfully unaware that an armada of warships was bearing down on their solar system. Earth's governments had no interstellar war departments. There was no central planetary council. Defense protocols were scattered between nations, competing private industries, and a handful of eccentric inventors. One such inventor was Dr. Mira Hollings, a physicist who had been mocked for her unfundable, impractical, and unsafe experimental technologies. She lived in a forgotten observatory in Nevada, surrounded by prototypes no government dared approve. Among them was Project Arkstone, the reason Earth, without realizing it, needed no defenses at all. More on that soon. Meanwhile, aboard the Horian flagship, the Dominion fleet exited Slipstream with predatory confidence, surrounding Earth's orbit like a ring of steel sharks. Thousands of vessels, bristling with cannons and fighters, locked weapons onto the unsuspecting planet. Target analysis complete, the ship's AI rumbled. Humans remain unaware. General Scareth grinned, rows of serrated teeth glinting. Begin intimidation broadcast. Demand surrender. A wideband transmission blasted toward Earth, translated automatically into hundreds of human languages. People panicked. Governments scrambled. Social media exploded. But still, Earth's response was odd. There was no united planetary frequency. No single leader. No coordinated military command. Every nation responded differently. Some preparing for war, others calling for peace, some assuming it was a prank, a deepfake, or a marketing stunt. Scareth growled. Pathetic. They lack even the ability to comprehend their doom. He raised a talon. Prepare the demonstration strike. The strike fails. A cruiser aimed a directed energy beam at a barren desert region, far from civilians, to send a message without provoking galactic condemnation. The countdown began. Fire. A blinding lance of plasma descended toward Earth and vanished. Not deflected, not neutralized, not blocked. It simply ceased to exist, mid-space, mid-flight, as if erased from reality. The cruiser panicked. General, the weapon dissolved. Scareth snarled. You missed. We did not miss, the gunner insisted. The beam was unmade. They fired again, and again. Each time, the result was identical, complete erasure of the attack. Panic rippled through the fleet. Something was protecting Earth. Something invisible. Something impossibly powerful. And none of their sensors could detect it. Middle, Earth's secret. Back on Earth, Dr. Mira Hollings watched the news like everyone else, but with growing suspicion. Strangers invading? Impossible firepower? Energy signatures vanishing? She sprinted to her underground lab, heart racing. If it's Arkstone, she muttered, we have a bigger problem. Project Arkstone wasn't a weapon. It wasn't even intended for defense. It was supposed to be a planet-wide energy harmonizer, a massive quantum resonance field designed to stabilize natural disasters, regulate weather, and protect against cosmic radiation. But during early testing, she discovered it had a side effect. Any destructive energy entering the resonance field was disassembled into harmless particles. In simple terms, it erased incoming attacks. She never told anyone. Who would believe it? And even if they did, every government would fight to control it. So she kept Arkstone running quietly at low power, a protective dome no one noticed. Now she realized something terrifying. The alien weapons were triggering the fail-safe mode she had never tested, meaning the field was automatically increasing its density. Earth was being wrapped in a quantum shell stronger than anything in the galaxy. And if it overloaded, it could tear space-time open around the planet. She grabbed her coat. I have to get to Washington. Now. Back to the Horian fleet. Fear spread like a virus. Reports from scout ships flooded in. No projectile reaches atmosphere. Not missiles, not plasma, not kinetic rods. Quantum scans produce no readings. Unknown interference is dissolving every attack. General Scareth was furious. We escalate. Launch a full-power axial cannon barrage. This was forbidden by interstellar law, an extinction-level weapon, but Scareth believed Earth's secret defense made laws irrelevant. Charge axial cannon. The weapon hummed with catastrophic power, enough to crack moons. Fire. A colossal beam engulfed Earth's sky and disappeared utterly. The shockwave of its erasure rattled even the Horian flagship. Silence fell. Someone whispered, horrified. What kind of species builds such a defense? Scareth trembled with anger. They did not build it. There is no record of such technology. Earth is primitive. General, beings who are primitive do not accidentally erase axial-level energy. Scareth refused to listen. Prepare ground troops, he ordered. If we cannot strike from orbit, we will take the planet by force. But before he could deploy the first wave, a voice spoke. Not from Earth. Not from any known channel. It reverberated through every ship, every mind, every molecule of the fleet. Cease your approach. The Arkstone awakens. On Earth, Dr. Hollings sprinted into her facility, alarms blaring. Her main console was glowing bright gold, something that had never happened. Oh no, she whispered. It reached critical awareness.